Thank you so much, Mr. Chaturvedi, for this opportunity and a very warm welcome, of course, to all the participants and none other than Javed Habib. Thank you so much, sir, for being with us, for sparing your time on this precious evening. And we would like to acknowledge and appreciate that on the behalf of HR Milestone. Let me welcome you. And of course, you don't need any introduction. But in the course of the entire conversation that we have, I'm going to tell a little bit about you, and related to that, I'll keep asking whatever questions I have in my mind. And of course, we will have the forum open for questions anybody has over a period of time. So to give the very basic introduction of you, I mean, let me tell you this with a lot of pride that you have been somebody who belongs to a family who has been serving the top notch. So your grandfather, Mr. Nazir Ahmed ji, he has been a hairdresser to the last viceroy in the India, and of course the first prime minister that we had. So that's where the legacy comes from. Your father, Mr. Habib Ahmed ji, he has been the hairdresser to the presidents in India at the Rashtrapati Bhavan, and that's where you were also born. So that's where the legacy comes from. So my first very question is that, is this where you got that inspiration that I want to get into the field of hairdressing or being a hairstylist, or was it something else that drove you to this? Because I feel at that point of time, this was not a very glamorous industry that one would aspire to do this. So what was your thought that you
Well,
came into this?
I never thought I'm going to take this profession. I'll be very frank on that. And I was doing my master in French language because I was looking for hotel management. And then I think once I finished my post graduation, I was confused. I didn't know what to do. And I think the best thing what my father could do, he sent me to London. And there I realized this profession was huge profession. Over here, it was like a one length. It was like a fringes, like a sadhana cut. And maybe it was in my DNA. It was in my DNA. I think that has played a very, very important role. And I think once I landed there after a month, I think the mind was changed completely. And I realized, yes, this can be huge. This can be huge, provided you have a dream for that. I think this is how I started.
Okay. So you came into this industry not exactly wanting to come, but now today when I see you as a brand, not as a barber, if I may use that language with all due respect, but as a hairstylist who is known not only in India but across the globe. So you have around 850 salons across the country. You're
900 plus, 900 plus.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I probably have the data with
900 plus.
You are in across 115 cities. I don't know if you have increased the reach.
120. That's 120.
I have got quite an old data about you. You have 65 academies, which I know, probably more by now. You have trained 3 lakh students till now. I'm sure it would be more. I'm definitely having the older data with me. Not only in India, but you are also in Dubai, you are in Nepal, you are in Bangladesh, and more than that, you are in Singapore, which is a much
we are in Kenya. We are in Kenya also, in Nairobi also.
Okay, Kenya and Nairobi also. And more than that presence, what actually intrigued is you are the only hairstylist who has been covered by Times and Forbes, which are per se business magazines. They are not fashion magazines. How did this transformation happen? As in, how did you manage to be a hairstylist to be known as a businessman? So how did that happen? What was
I see, as I said, I was in London and I was there for 9-month hairdressing course, and where I realized this can be huge. But I think all Asian people, what they do, they always end up doing a part-time job. So I was working in McDonald's, where I worked for 3 years, and I think there I realized, let's become hair McDonald. And when I say let's become hair McDonald, means bring system into a business.
True.
And that's it. You don't need a manager. You need a system through education. So I was doing my practical MBA in McDonald's, and I used to collect all the document, like how how the system is being made, because that time there was no computer, so everything was just on paper. So I used to collect all the document, and when I came back to India, it was hair McDonald. That's it. So I think the foundation was McDonald.
Great. So people go to McDonald's and eat burgers, but you went to McDonald's and you came out with a business. I mean, that's really commendable. That's how a person becomes worth 300 crore. Of course, that's a brilliant input from your side. What, I mean, see, you are in so many cities across the globe now. What are the factors that you consider when you're trying or you're planning to grow a franchise?
My formula is very simple. My formula is very simple. Think like a Desi Bhartiya, work like a Desi Bhartiya, because India is only Delhi, Bombay. The real population is in Bharat. Let's understand Bharat well. Before me, I think before me, the hair definition was only Bollywood.
Yeah.
Why Bollywood?
Definitely.
Only 1 lakh people of India? Is that a business? We have to see 130 crore people had to cut. For me, that's a vision. Vision is,
right.
So for me, vision is not just Bollywood. And I never thought of entering to Bollywood. I wanted to become star myself. In fact, today, Javed Habib is a much popular, much bigger name than some of the film stars.
Absolutely.
And how that has happened? Because of the vision, the direction, what I was looking for. And my success hasn't started yet. I still think 130 crore had to cut. Still, I need at least 200 years more life to give them a cut. That's my vision. And why only India? All over the world, सबके बाल हैं ना, तो वो सारे बाल मैं क्यों नहीं काटूं, मेरी ब्रांड क्यों नहीं काटे? That's a vision.
Brilliant, sir, brilliant. That talks about the passion that you have. So yeah, of course. I have another question for you, that you have attended this Jawaharlal Nehru University. You did your French, like you said, you have your degree in French literature. And, you know, I have seen you since beginning, ever since I have seen you as one of the very rare Indian men who is iconic, who is so stylish, you know, always with your black jackets and wearing those flares. Unfortunately, we don't see too many Indian men being so stylish and having that flair, you know. Is that because you have connected with French and that's where the style or...
No. I think my mind is very simple.
Okay.
To make people star, you have to become a star yourself.
Yes.
So you become trendy first. Make sure you have the best hair. Make sure you have the best skin. Make sure you look star. So when you walk on the street, people can say, "Oh, that's Javed Habib." So I think you have to make yourself first star. That's very, very important.
Okay.
And maybe I think people don't realize this. For them, it's just doing, you know, like Bollywood, just making some money. For me, money is not important. For me, the most important thing is I have to be everywhere. I have to be everywhere. Whether it's a blonde hair, it's Afro hair, it's Chinese hair, it's South Indian hair, I should cut that. I think that's my vision. And I think that's why I look different. I wear black clothes. I have a blonde hair because I think when I joined this profession, the first thing I did is I've changed my look. So from black, I've become blonde. And I think 30 years back, blonde hair of someone of Desi was, you know, like noticeable. You know, people can notice you.
Yeah.
So I think you have to make yourself hero first, a star first. Then only you can do the changeover. Not without that.
So somewhere you believe in walk the talk, and that's where you have made a mark of yourself.
So you have to become an attraction for the people, for the crowd.
Yeah, people.
I mean, that's what. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. So you have also been somebody who is so deeply involved with cricket. You were the captain of your university team. And also that now, you know, when I have seen Vengsarkar playing on the screen. I mean, of course, on the screen. And today I see Virat Kohli on the screen. There's a huge change. And that's when I see, you know, somewhere your two passion, cricket and haircut. You see so major change coming in both of them. The way players are, and they are so conscious about how they are looking on the screen, off the screen, both the things. So how do you see that change? You know, Vengsarkar to Virat, that's how I like to put it. There's a huge change, and you're passionate about both the cricket and the haircut itself.
Well, you know, like I used to play cricket. I was a very good player for Delhi, and I could have been selected for Delhi Ranji Trophy.
Okay.
I played some minor counties also.
Okay.
But I was on that level. But I think once I joined this profession, I realized I can only do one thing, whether I can play cricket or I can start a new profession.
Okay.
So, you know, that madness, that pagalpan, that romance has to be there. I mean, you do anything, pagal ban jao. And I think the day people start saying he's mad, hey, pagal hai, that means, you know, you are successful. I think that is what is required.
True, that's what we say, passion. Agar wo pagalpan nahi hai, though you can't reach where you have reached today, of course.
No, I think before Corona, it was you know, like a pagalpan, but after Corona, it's called romance.
Okay. How do we understand the difference between this pagalpan and romance? How
you know, like when I say a romance and pagalpan, you know, you don't even see anyone.
Okay.
You know, like if I'm cutting hair, I don't even look at client face whether वो लड़का है लड़की है मुझे कुछ नहीं पता है. I can only see the hair. My blinker is so sharp on the hair. And you know, people think I'm looking at them, but I'm not looking at them. I'm talking to the hair. I think that is called the pagalpan, which no one can even see what's happening. So I don't need to talk to a client. I need to talk to the hair because they will guide me what has to be cut. I think that is called the romance about hair.
So you, in a way, talk to hair.
Well, I love talking to hair. I don't want to talk to client. Why should I talk to a client? I don't want to talk to client because I see live in client. I see live in the hair, not in client mind or client face.
True. Very true. I mean, this gives very different perspective that we also probably can learn in reference to our industry or whatever we are doing. Another question, Javed, that these days men are very too much into this trend of having a beard. Now that's also hair, of course, facial hair. What would you say about that? I mean, what should men keep in mind while they are having the beard? What is your take on that?
I think let's understand the stages of this profession in India.
Okay.
I think when my dad started, it was known as beauty parlor.
Oh, yes.
80-90% beauty work, 10% hair work. And you know, people used to talk herbal cosmetic, but no one has talked about skill. You know what I did? I brought skill into it.
Right.
Skill will go a long way.
Absolutely.
Then after some time, this has become hair and beauty. After some time, it has become hair and beauty unisex.
Yeah.
So this is the stages of this profession.
Right.
Today, now this profession is being specialized. So you have a hair salon, you have a beauty salon, you have a makeup studio, you got nail art. It's being divided. And in next 5 years, even hair salon will be divided. So you'll see a lot of chemical salon. People will only go for straightening. People will only go for keratin. So it's like a doctor profession, you know, like they're being specialized. So even this profession is changing. So it's not beauty parlor. We are hair doctor. And I think to become a hair doctor, you need to go to an institute to learn the basic science about it. You know, people call it art. I call it, it's not art. It's a science.
It's science.
It's an art till you being trained by your father. Right. But I think once you go to an institute or to a pathshala, you become a MBBS hair expert or MD. I think that's the change. And it's a big change.
True. So somewhere it's like you learn to make rotis at home and you go and join a culinary school and you learn over there. So there's a difference between the two. Something like that. Okay.
Yes.
So what's your take on men keeping beard these days?
Why they are keeping beard, I fail to understand. You know, beard started from Europe. There the skin is very fair. Let's understand this.
Okay.
हमारा देसी फेस ब्राउन या काला, हमारे बाल काले, हमारी दाढ़ी काली, we look so dull.
Okay.
So this beard fashion is not meant for everyone. It has to go on the skin tone. और अगर दाढ़ी रखनी भी है, very very light, very very soft, not that दाढ़ी. You know, we just can't just close our eyes and just follow fashion. Fashion has to be practical. Fashion has to go with you also. It has to go with the culture also. I think
Can you please mute yourself, guys?
Super lecture session છે.
Yeah, I'm so sorry for this goof. There's some
Please.
people who are not.
No problem.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay, so
I'm saying yes or no both to the beard fashion, but it has to go from individual to individual on a skin tone, on the thickness of beard, what they are doing it. I think we need to follow that.
true. Maybe you can throw a little more light on that in coming days, because this has been picking up as a trend, or probably as a fashion by a lot of men. And also I understand for men there are not too many options as women have. So with lesser options, I think they are also getting a little more attracted to beard. And a lot of men have this thing, it's like easy to keep a beard as compared to shaving every single day. So having no
I know
shaving
shaving every day is not easy. It's not easy, you know. You have to be active. You know, when I say, you know, people are growing beard, they are you know, they are boring. They're not active. You need to spend some time. I think that's the most important. And because of corona, I think this is very very important. कोरोना ने लोगों के दिमाग में एक चीज डाल दी है, दो चीज डाली हैं. एक तो कोरोना क्या है, दूसरा importance of a hairdresser, which no one thought before corona. Have you noticed this? So I think we hairdressers are so important. We hairdressers are so important for a society, for individual. We give smile to you people, isn't it? It's not just cutting hair. We give you smile. You know why we have that mirror in the salon? So you can smile well.
Absolutely. I so resonate with what you're telling, that corona has deprived us of haircut. I mean, I'm one of the victims, like you can see. So yes, I of course, as an image consultant, I knew the importance, but now it's like knowing and experiencing are two different things. So now is the time I'm actually experiencing that. And we meanwhile had a question from a guest. She is asking, what is the role of hairstyle in empowering the people through fashion and style?
Well, you know, when I got back to this country, that time it was just a beauty parlor.
Right.
Okay, like my father had 2 salons, and 90% clientele was coming only for beauty work.
Okay.
But no one was coming for a hair.
True.
So I and you know, whatever clientele was coming, they were just going to my dad or to my brother. So I was just sitting idle. So, but my father was running an academy, hair academy. I start teaching there, but even there, only 1 or 2 students. And because academy was only in Delhi, Bombay, or main cities, and this profession was owned by the housewife from the small town to make some extra money.
Okay.
So I start going to a smaller town. So why? Because why 2 students? It can be 50 students. So I start doing a lot of seminar. I start doing a lot of workshop. I start doing a lot of master class. I started an awareness plan. This is not just cutting hair. This is the profession. See, 30 years hard work, now paying. I don't know how many people know that this country has 3 crore salon.
3 crore salons?
3 crore salon. And एक salon के अंदर 3 लोग काम करते हैं. So imagine, out of 130 crore, 9 crore लोग हमारे professions जुड़े हुए हैं. But out of this 3 crore salon, 90% are not even organized. You know, these are small salon.
Yeah.
तो उनके बारे में कोई नहीं सोचता, उनके बारे में किसी ने सोचा नहीं है. See the power of our profession.
True.
और आपको एक और इंटरेस्टिंग बात बताता हूँ.
जी.
एक हेयर ड्रेसर को 500 सर चाहिए काटने के लिए महीने में. तो एवरेज क्या हुआ कि जो 500 सर है उसके ऊपर एक हेयर ड्रेसर है. See the volume of people. See the empowerment of people. Why doctor? Why engineer? Why not hairdresser? Why not hair expert? और आजकल तो सिर्फ बाल काटना नहीं है. You know, you can become a chemical expert. You can start, you can become a part of color companies. You can become a part of cosmetic company. You can start writing article. Matlab, there's so much scope. That's empowerment of this profession. But no one is taking that seriously. हम अभी भी सोचते हैं बाल काटना नहीं, we give smile to people, we make them smart. दिन की शुरुआत बाल हैं. जब आप सुबह सो के उठते हैं ना, कोई ब्रश नहीं करता, शीशे पे जाता है, and only one thing you do, yes, how you're looking. अगर अच्छा लगते हो ना सुबह सुबह, it's a power in you, you become so positive. So अच्छा दिन गुजरता है because of the hair. और रात को सोने से पहले we all want to dream well. What we do, again go to a mirror and again admire yourself. So the day is here, the night is here, and that's why I call hair is a black diamond. जितनी जिसके बाल नहीं है उससे पूछो उसकी कीमत क्या है. It's called black diamond.
Of course. That's where you cry when your hair, you're just losing your hair fall or graying hair. It's so painful. I can completely resonate with what you say. And yeah, I see hair industry coming up with a lot of variations. Like the right term that you used, hair doctor. I mean, that's how we should start looking at this. It's not only about doing those beauty treatments, it's more about taking your hair more seriously. So yeah, hair doctor is the term. I'm just completely fallen in love with that thing. So hair doctor is the thing, yes. So you have also authored 3 books. Like you said, there are so many.
Eight books. 8 books. 8 books.
I really have so old data with me. I'm so sorry for that. But yeah, you have authored these books. I don't know all the 8 books, but one of them is hair yoga. And that's why I really had this thing, ye kya hai? Hair yoga?
Hair yoga has no yoga. Let's understand what's the meaning of yoga. Yoga means relaxed mind.
Right.
Now, if you have a relaxed mind, you have a relaxed body, you have a relaxed hair, you have a relaxed skin, it grows well. So it has no asana. It's only a simple journal knowledge how to follow the nature. I mean, I know people always ask me, why hair yoga? My dear, if you do a nice yoga, nice thinking, you can maintain your hair for the whole life. So why not hair yoga?
True. Science kind of sounds very interesting.
One of my other book is known as Hair Romance.
Hair Romance.
Hair Romance. I keep writing a lot of books, and you know all my words are very different. Hair Romance, Hair Yoga. I don't know. Let's see.
Resonates with the kind of personality also that you are. I mean, it doesn't look to me now that I'm talking to somebody who is Javed Habib. I mean, that's your personality, making people comfortable and just talking about things in such a simple way. I'm sure you have given your life to do all these things, but the way you're talking is so simple and so down to earth, and it just hits you here and here. I mean, that's really brilliant.
हम लोग भारतीय हैं ना, we are emotional people.
Oh yeah.
ये अगर भारतीय emotional रहेगा ना, we can conquer the world, because emotion is very important.
Very true.
That connection is very, very important. You know, that's my success because मैंने भारतीय तरीके से सोचता हूँ, और हमें ये सोचना पड़ेगा जो मेरी शॉप में क्लाइंट आ रहा है, I must think about the client also. I must feel a pain of the client. बेचारा कितना दूर से आया है, मतलब वो जो पेन है ना, वो तभी पॉसिबल है when we have connection with the client.
Right.
Yeah.
Great. So this is again my data. I might be a little short of that. So you have done something like 1,500 seminars in last 2 decades. So out of all that,
I've done so many seminars. You name a town, you name a kasbah, I've been to that place. मतलब किसी पॉलिटिशियन ने इतना ट्रैवल नहीं किया होगा जितना मैंने किया. किसी फिल्म स्टार ने इतना ट्रैवल नहीं किया होगा जितना मैंने ट्रैवल किया. Because I travel like 20 days in a month.
Yeah.
And I go everywhere. You name it, and I've been there.
I think that's the reason every single Indian resonates with you as a person. You know, when it comes to beauty or it comes to hair, Javed Habib is the name that just clicks in your mind. I think that's because you have been traveling and you have actually penetrated to the India. I mean,
See, मैंने 2 चीजें की जो शायद किसी ने सोचा नहीं. My marketing was very powerful. My marketing was on cosmetics. My marketing was common sense. और मैं लोगों के पास गया हूँ, मैंने उनको अपने पास बुलाया नहीं है. And इसने मुझे सेमिनार ने मुझे बहुत सिखाया है. Because South India hair care is different. नॉर्थ इंडिया हेयर केयर इज डिफरेंट, इफ यू गो टू अ स्मॉल प्लेस लाइक सहारनपुर, वहां की हेयर केयर डिफरेंट है। तो मैं बहुत सीखा हूं। आई थिंक जो मैंने लंदन में सीखा है वो 0 था, लेकिन जो मैंने भारत दर्शन में सीखा है ना, वो इतना सारा है।
Very true. Okay, so you have done so many seminars. You have been to probably all the corners of India. You have gathered so much of knowledge about this. If we be a little greedy and ask you that if you can give us 3 top tip of yours for hair care for people like us. I mean, we are so much into color these days. Our hair is gray. पहले तो color इतना होता नहीं था. Now it's a necessity kind of a thing. The pollution is increasing. The time is decreasing that we can give so much of time to take care of our hair. Looking at all these parameters, if you have to give us 3 top tips to take care of our hair, what would you say?
Number 1, shampoo रोज करो. The most important.
And that's so against the normal norm that your hair gets.
I'll give you answer. Because इस कंट्री के अंदर जो कॉस्मेटिक नॉलेज है ना, वो है सिर्फ ब्रांड नॉलेज.
ओके.
रियलिटी नॉलेज नहीं है. हम दांत धोते हैं,
यस,
मुंह धोते हैं, बाल क्यों नहीं धोएंगे? इसका कोई मुझे आंसर दे दे. सो हम लोग रोज शैम्पू करेंगे, लेकिन शैम्पू से लोग डरते हैं. वो ये डरते हैं बिकॉज कहीं का पानी हार्ड वाटर है और क्लाइमेट में मॉइस्चर है. सो एक शैम्पू विच मे वर्क इन दिल्ली may not work in Bombay. तो मैंने इसका बहुत देसी तरीका निकाला. शैम्पू से पहले 5 मिनट पहले सरसों का तेल बालों पे लगा लो.
ओके.
एंड आई एम सेइंग बालों के ऊपर. आई डिड नॉट से चंपी.
ओके.
That's the most important.
Okay.
Now this is number 1. So रोज शैम्पू से पहले ऑयल, and I call this oil before shampoo pre-conditioner. So you pre-condition, you do the pre-conditioning, leave it for 5 minutes, शैम्पू रोज करो. ना कभी बाल ग्रे होगा, ना किसी का बाल टूटेगा. दिस इज नंबर 1. इस कंट्री का जो अंधविश्वास है ना, वो है ऑयल, जिसने हमारे बालों का सत्यानाश कर दिया. So नंबर 2, कभी रात को तेल मत लगाना सर के ऊपर.
But we always do that.
बाल तो खत्म हो गए, बाल ग्रे हो गए ना.
हाँ.
Because the knowledge was zero, the knowledge was nil. Everyone was just only selling herbal cosmetic, और मेरी cosmetic सबसे अच्छी है, but किसी ने knowledge की बात नहीं बोली. So what I'm selling a process.
Yeah.
Use any brand, use any shampoo, use any conditioner, use any oil, but my process.
Okay.
जो किसी ने नहीं बोला. हर आदमी बस कॉस्मेटिक. मैं कहता हूँ प्रोसेस. So my knowledge is process versus cosmetics. So रोज शैम्पू करेंगे, शैम्पू से पहले प्री कंडीशनिंग करेंगे. तेल कभी मत लगाओ, तेल मत लगाना. तेल लगाओगे, लगाना है तो सिर्फ बालों पे लगाना भाई, कभी मसाज मत करना. तो एक्सेप्ट पानी और शैम्पू हमारे स्कैल्प को टच करेगा, इसके सिवा कुछ टच नहीं करेगा. देखा मेरी एजुकेशन कितनी डिफरेंट है. इट्स वेरी सिंपल. नंबर 3, हंसो ना, मस्ती मारो. जितना हंसोगे ना, इतने बाल हंसेंगे. ये जो स्माइल है ना, दिस इज गुड फॉर हेयर. जस्ट फॉलो दीज 3 थिंग्स, यू कैन नेवर लूज हेयर. एंड ग्रे बाल इतनी आसानी से आने वाला नहीं किसी का भी.
Okay. Great. I mean, your tips are so eye openers. We have always been doing exactly opposite. बल्कि बालों में तेल लगा के सोते हैं कि it will take the stress away, it will give good sleep. And
भगवान ने रात सोने के लिए दी है. पागल हो गए क्या? हमारी जो स्कैल्प है ना, it has to breathe.
Yeah.
अगर हम लोग तेल लगा देंगे, we just block the scalp. और जब ब्लॉक हो जाएगा, ब्रीदिंग खत्म होगी, तो बाल टूटेगा ना. It's a simple science I'm talking about.
Yeah, quite logical. Now that you say, yeah, it hits here. True. Again, now coming back to your core, which is the right haircut. So I'm sure when you give a haircut, there's no second thought on that. So how much do you think is the importance of the right cut for the overall look? Now I'm not talking only about the haircut, but overall the personality of an individual, the size and shape of the body. What do you put and how much would you give importance to the right kind of a haircut? I don't know how come you have been.
To lifestyle.
Okay.
I think my styling is based on lifestyle. What you do, what's your age, are you a housewife, you are a professional, you are a corporate professional. So I think for me, these are more important. So for me, styling is lifestyle. I can't do a cut which is popular in Bombay in Saharanpur, because lifestyle of Saharanpur is so different. So for me, face has no meaning. It has no meaning.
Okay.
For me, the most important thing is your lifestyle. And your lifestyle, you know, when I look at you, I know that.
Okay.
So लोग हाथ देखते हैं ना, हाथ देख के भविष्यवाणी करते हैं, मैं बाल देख के कर देता हूँ. तो मुझे सारी लकीरें, सारी लाइनें सिर्फ बालों में नजर आती हैं और कहीं नजर नहीं आती हैं.
Okay, so I need an appointment for sure now. Okay, but we have always been talking about, if my face is round, this is the kind of haircut I need. If my face is more angular, this is the kind of haircut I need. And today you see, I don't even look at the face.
This is not a language of a hair doctor. This is not a language of a hair doctor. ये तुक्का है. तुक्का है.
Exactly, that's what I'm telling you. You're breaking myth after myth related to hair and haircut and stuff like that. Another trend which we see these days, so beard is a trend with men. So with women, there's a lot of trend about coloring your hair in very, very trendy colors, like a very bright pink or a blue, or probably the neons even. What would you say about that?
Color is a lifestyle.
Okay.
But you know why? Because we got a darker skin, we got a darker hair. So it is like a lipstick in your hair. So color is like a hair lipstick.
Okay.
हमें कराना चाहिए, but follow my process. I think my process are the most important. लोगों के दिमाग में आ गया ना, कलर से बाल खराब होता है. खराब नहीं होता, dry होता है. But if you follow my process, जो dryness है ना, वो मुझे लगता है 90% खत्म हो जाएगी.
Okay.
And I'm still not selling the products. I'm only selling the process. तो जो लोग डाई करते हैं, जो लोग henna करते हैं, please, you all come on my YouTube and follow my henna process, follow my color process. तो उससे मुझे लगता है कि आप लोग 90% myths सब खत्म हो जाएंगे about colors.
True. You have so different perspectives to every single thing, and this session is so much of an eye opener. I think probably because you have studied so much, you have a global perspective and a global approach to the hair as against what we Indians have. So there's a huge difference which you have shown us. I mean, the way traditionally we have been treating our hair and thinking about our hair, and the way you have started to make us think about our hair. So what's the major difference which you see in the approach of a typical Indian towards the hair and the beauty as against the global approach towards the hair and the beauty?
You know, we Indian people are the most fussiest people. We Asian people are the most fussiest people breed on this earth. हमारे जितने you know, we Indian people are lacking in two things. जैसे शॉप में घुसेंगे सबसे पहले पता है क्या बोलेंगे, यार टाइम नहीं है, जल्दी कर दे. This is number one.
Okay.
ये बहुत जितने लोग सुन रहे हैं वो सभी ये बोलते हैं, बट टाइम नहीं, जल्दी काम करो. नंबर टू पता क्या बोलते हैं, प्राइस की बात आती है, देन अगेन दे स्टार्ट डूइंग बार्गेनिंग. इसका मतलब पता क्या हुआ, देयर इज नो रिस्पेक्ट फॉर अ हेयर ड्रेसर. When you go to your doctor, do you ever bargain with the doctor? When you go to your doctor, कभी बोलते मुझे जल्दी है? इसका मतलब क्या है कि हमारी जो सोच है towards hairdresser, it has to change.
Very true.
And when it will change, respect will come. I think this is required. And that's the difference between an Asian mentality and the European mentality.
Okay. I guess yes. I've had a haircut in US also, and I've had number of haircuts in India. So now that you tell me this, I can understand the difference. The way, in fact, I as a customer would also say that there's a lot of difference in the kind of service I get here in India and I got in US. I think probably because these people are treated in a better way with a lot of respect, and that's what you get back also as a customer.
Yes.
I
think that's required, and that will only come with the education. That's why all these hairdressers, they have to go to a pathshala. What's happening, पापा ने बाल काटना सिखा दिया, मम्मा ने बाल काटना सिखा दिया, किसी सालों में खड़े होकर बाल काटना सीख रहे हैं. You have to go to pathshala to learn, because it's a science. Hairdressing is a science, it's not an art.
True. I completely resonate with this line of yours that it's a science and not just an art. True, very true. So you of course have been to Morris School of Hair Design. You have also been the brand ambassador for Sunsilk, which is into
Sunsilk.
shampoo from 2000 to 2009. You have also been the ambassador for Panasonic styling products for quite some time. And top of it, the most surprising thing for me is that you have the Limca record of 410 non-stop haircut in 24 hours. How did that happen?
Long time back. I mean, we are talking of 97. So we are talking of almost like 23 years back. And I think that time I was very new in this trade. And I was a teacher because I used to teach in my dad academy. So what happened, like during the lunch time, we were just sitting. यार कुछ नई चीज करते हैं क्या, बाल काटना उससे शायद 2-3 दिन पहले एक मूवी आई थी शोर, मनोज कुमार की. उसके अंदर वो साइकिल चलाता है,
साइकिल चलाने का रिकॉर्ड है.
तो ये एक आइडिया निकल के आता है, यार अगर साइकिल चल सकती है 24 घंटे तो बाल भी कट सकते हैं. पर उसके लिए मेहनत, देखिए साइकिल चलाना बहुत आसान है, लेकिन 410 लोगों को इकट्ठा करना सबसे मुश्किल काम है. वो भी रात को 1 बजे, रात को 2 बजे, रात को 3 बजे, रात को 4 बजे. मतलब हर टाइम के अंदर there were 50 people waiting for a haircut from me. So that was a very hard work. It wasn't easy at all. अच्छा, मुझे लगता है कि first time एक hairdresser को इतनी publicity मिली. I mean, I know that day the whole media of the world was there. ऐसा भी possible है. And then of course there was no benchmark. How many haircut? I could have done 50 haircut. I could have done even 100 or 200. But I end up doing 400 plus haircut. But I wasn't tired at all. My team was tired. And I still wanted to continue. Because मेरे अंदर उसका वो पागलपन था. मुझे कोई नजर नहीं आ रहा था. बस मुझे नजर आ रहा था सब लोगों के सर पे बाल है, मुझे सबको काटना है. And I was fresher. तो अगर मैं रिकॉर्ड अब बनाऊं मैं, it can be huge record. But रिकॉर्ड एक ही बारी बनता है. I know people try to make records. For me, it was just a fun. I just did it. And it has become a record. I never thought.
It just happened.
It just happened, yeah.
Okay. We have some questions from people also. I'll just go through the chat. Give me a moment and
please.
We can pick up the questions. Okay. So Rajiv Shah is wanting to ask you that you said 90% of hair professionals are in unorganized setup. Should it be organized? If yes, any efforts are made in that direction?
Yeah, I think we have been working with the government of India. You know, the Skill India initiative. We are working on it, but it's going to take a lot of time. I mean, don't expect few years. You know, we have to put a foundation now onward, and we need to teach people this is also a profession. So if you can become a doctor, you can even become a hair doctor. So I think any initiative, what I take it now, or the government of India will take it now, the result only will show after 15 years.
Yeah, it takes time.
But we are working. Yes.
That's great. Okay, we have a lot of messages of appreciation for you, and somebody is telling, hi, wow, I am on live with Javed Habib. A little unbelievable for people.
Thank you.
What is the role of hairstyle in empowering the people through fashion and style? I think we have already taken the question.
I've done that, yeah.
Yes, you have done that. Okay, there's another question from Shaheen, and she's asking how to inculcate the awareness about the hairstyles and the importance of hair grooming in the small town girls.
I think through seminar, through workshop, through masterclass, through online training now, because online training has become very popular. I think through these things, because I think, see, India is not a country, it's a continent. So people can't travel. So I think we have to go online. Online training is a good medium to teach people. And I've been doing it in Corona time. I think I've been doing almost like a few live show every day. Okay. Every day I've been doing it. In fact, I have my own show, which is called Bal Bharat, which is happening every day. It's on Facebook live show. It's called Bal Bharat. And on my show, you'll be surprised. I have few million people every day coming to watch my show.
Okay.
Imagine, people are so crazy to learn about hair. And it's not just hair. It's a fun show. And मैं क्या सिखाता हूँ, जो घर में सामान है ना, उसको कैसे यूज करना बालों के ऊपर. I don't sell cosmetics. I don't sell cosmetics. I sell process and I sell the real education.
And I think because you don't sell products, that's where people have this unwavering faith on what you say, because you're talking about something which doesn't have a very obvious interest of yours, that buy my products and that will gain profits for me. I think that's the reason people trust you so much.
No, I'll tell you something very interesting. अगर सर पे बाल बचेंगे तभी मेरी salon चलेंगी. So I want you to maintain hair first.
I just love that answer, and that talks about the energy and the kind of person you are. And I'm sure your shows are going to be big time.
It is very popular show. Very, very. You must watch that. It's called Jabal Bharat on Facebook Live. It comes Saturday, Sunday, 12 o'clock. Very popular show.
All the people here can also come and join that show. I'm sure it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's a funny. I'm a very funny person. I know I do a lot of comedy. See, life is so boring.
Yeah.
I mean, how much can I talk about hair? That you need to have that liveness in you.
Absolutely. And there's so many comments in the chat. I'm not going through those comments, but those are about a big word of praises for you, that you have you're so lively, you have so much of energy. And I think that's the reason your hair is so good at this age also. They're happy.
Thank you.
We have another question. This question comes from Jalpa, and she's asking how you take decision to start a new city or country and how you process that.
Very simple है ना, सब जगह सर पे बाल है ना, तो मुझे कुछ सोचने की जरूरत नहीं है, सर पे बाल तो है ना. That's my profession. दुनिया का ऐसा प्रोफेशन है जहां भी चले हो चलने वाला है. तो मुझे I don't need any R&D, I don't need any marketing plan. सर पे बाल हैं बस, that's it.
That's it. And then your passion follows. So फिर वो सोने पे सुहागा हो जाता है.
Okay. I know MBA culture, let's make a 3 years project plan, complete planning. I go there, एक सिटी के अंदर अगर 5,000 लोग हैं तो 1,000 तो मेरे पास आएंगे. For me, that's it.
Okay. Okay. In case anybody wants to ask a question, please feel free. I'm just reading through the older questions that I have. So, Soham Pense has asked you a question. How has the lockdown affected hairstyling industry? Most of the hair salons are closed till date.
Yeah, I think quite a lot. I know the salons are open now, but business is only around 20%. And why is 20%? Because people are scared going to a salon. I know people ask me such a stupid question sometimes. Is salon safe for us? ये वो भूल जाते हैं कि सबसे पहले सेफ्टी हमें अपनी करनी है. If we are safe, you are safe.
Yeah.
I mean, you are so selfish. You are saying, is salon safe? My dear, we have to make sure we are safe first. So for that, we have to follow all the procedure. We have to follow all the norms. We have to follow all the new SOPs by the government, which we all are following it. So please trust a salon. Trust a salon. But one thing is going to happen now. This industry will be organized. People will trust a branded salon. People will go to a nice looking salon. People will go to a much bigger salon. So all this small salon will be completely wiped out. Or maybe they have to merge themselves with the brand. Or maybe they have to go for education. Because only education can change your future. So I think this is good for the industry. The industry will change. It will become more organized.
True. And that's where we see that change also coming, because now haircut is more of an experience rather than a necessity to just go and get a haircut. So that's where the things are changing. Okay, so we have a wonderful suggestion here from Vishal, and he says that this seminar should have been on 26th June as happy returns of the day, a little in advance, but yeah, I'm sure there's going to be a great day. The kind of person you are, you're going to make everybody happy around you.
Thank you.
Happy birthday on behalf of the entire family of HR Mindstone and every single person present here.
Thanks a lot, dear. Thank you.
Pleasure. Another question which has come is, how do you encourage your employees? I mean,
nothing.
So much of
just
across the country.
Feel them. They're your part. They're not your worker. My formula is simple. This company is owned by all of us. अगर वो नहीं है, मैं नहीं हूँ.
Right.
And इस profession का जो soul है, वो जागत अभी brand नहीं है. इस सालों का इस इंडस्ट्री का जो सोल है वो गुड लुकिंग सालों नहीं है, वहां का हेयर ड्रेसर है. अगर हेयर ड्रेसर नहीं है कौन आएगा salon के अंदर? So you need to respect those people, and I think we need to respect each other. If we respect each other, feel them, feel their, like their pain. I think that's the most important.
Okay. Aditi Kulkarni says, I would like to voice my question. May I please, Aditi, go ahead. I don't see you on the screen. How do I unmute you? Meanwhile, I'll just read out. Shine says, thank you for answering my question. And Soham Pense says, very satisfying answer. Padega Bharat, tabhi to badega Bharat. So he's referring to your Pathshala idea. I just love this tagline, Padega Bharat to badega Bharat. Yeah.
एक और बोलूं टैगलाइन, एक टैगलाइन और बोलूं?
Please, please.
स्वच्छ शहर, स्वच्छ भारत.
Very true. Swachh hai, Swachh Bharat. Yeah. Aditi, you can go ahead and ask your question.
Thank you, ma'am. Good evening, Javed sir. This is
Hi,
such
Aditi,
an honor to. I'm good, sir. How are you?
Always good.
Thank you, sir. It's like to have you here is you're so inspiring and so energetic since the starting of the session. I just during the session I was just learning that the salons have crossed 900 plus across the country, and there was one question about the encouragement of employees. So how would people management, sir, for so many salons? How do you manage the number of people?
Okay, every state I got a master franchise. Let's understand this. Because as I said, India is not a country, it's a continent. So I can't handle Calcutta, I can't handle Chennai, I can't handle Kerala. So we have a master franchise every state. So they have a complete team, and it is not just a team. Every city, every major city, we got academies. So I have my own nursery where all the headers are being trained. So whoever is working in my salon, they all come from my own Pathshala. I think which no one has thought. So I have my own Pathshala everywhere. This is how I do my business.
Great, sir. Thank you so much. It answered all my questions. And education and process that you're focusing upon is just marvelous. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, dear.
I think that makes you somebody who travels all the way to Forbes and Times and coming out of that hairdresser mindset and getting into the business mindset. So you are a combination of both. Your passion for the hair is one thing, and your sense of business and making things simpler. I think that's what I really loved about you, that you believe in making things simple and stick to the basics. I think that's something which has helped you exponentially grow.
Well, I think like आम आदमी. Yeah. I think like आम आदमी. वो उसके दिमाग में जो चल रहा है वो मेरे दिमाग में चल रहा है, and that is a business for me.
Yeah. So that's an alignment. What they want and what you are also ready or prepared to give. Brilliant.
I'll give you something very interesting thing.
Yeah.
I don't run one brand. I run 7 brands.
Okay.
Okay. It's not just one brand. I run 7 brands. अब कोई मेरे पास आता है business करने के लिए, सर जी मेरे पास सिर्फ 10 लाख रुपए है. I have a brand for 10 lakh also.
Okay.
कोई आता है कि सर जी मेरे पास सिर्फ 100 square feet जगह है. I have a brand for 100 square feet जगह also. मतलब जो आपका pocket size है, I have a brand for you. So if someone comes, I got 25 lakh rupees to start my business, I got a brand for you. So मैंने जो आम आदमी है उसकी तरीके से सोचना, उसकी जो pocket है ना, मैंने उसके लिए brand create किया. That's why जो मेरे पास business करने आता है वो बाहर कैसे जाएगा? He has to stay with me.
Yeah. I think जो लोगों के दिमाग में misconception होगा कि जावेद हबीब is too much of money. You have broken that. कि whatever is your budget, we are there for you.
I'm looking for number game.
Yeah.
I'm looking for number game. Okay.
Okay. We have another request from Shaheen. So she is asking if she can use the tagline, what you just said, for our webinars to empower people on hair and grooming. So is she permitted to use that?
Yeah. Please.
Yeah. Shaheen, you may go ahead. Thank you so much. It's so kind of you to allow your words to spread out to people and being.
कल जब सुबह उठूंगा ना, I'll have a more tagline for you people, because जब मैं सुबह उठता हूँ ना, I have a fresh mind, I have more tagline. So आप ही के लिए सब कुछ है. सब आप ही के लिए.
And Shaheen says, "Oh, thank you for that."
Thank you.
Yeah. Any more questions anybody has? In case somebody wants to voice your question, please feel free to unmute yourself. And if you're not able to do that, please let me know in the chat. I can help you with that. Mumbai में मिलना चाहेंगे जावेद हबीब से.
I come to Bombay every week because my headquarters is Bombay. Okay. My headquarters is Bombay, so I come to Bombay every week. एक बार ये कोरोना खत्म हो जाए, I'm there, so you can come and meet me anytime. But the best place to meet me is airport.
That's very well said by you. Okay. I just check once if in case I have missed any questions, because there is too much of stuff in the chat also. A lot of word phrases for you. I've covered all of them. I think I've covered all of them. Anything that you want to tell us as your last words of wisdom?
You know, hair is a very delicate part of body.
Yes.
Look after it well. If you look after them well, hair will look after you for the whole life. Just follow this.
True. Jalpa has a question. You said 90% of hair professionals. I think Jalpa, this answer is already, this question is already answered by him. Yeah. Okay. Your question is already answered, Jalpa. So, assuming that we don't have any more questions, I would just invite Aditi to close the session. And before Aditi takes over, let me personally say a big thank you to you.
Thank
Honestly,
you.
before we started, I had a little jitters that
Why?
I mean, Javed Habib, that's the name. And I was like, will I be able to do justice? But the way you made me feel comfortable, I feel like I'm talking to somebody who's my friend for years together. So I just have no words to express my gratitude for that. Thank you so much.
Thank you, dear. Thanks a lot.
Aditi, if you can just do justice.
Thank you, Meghavi. Thank you so much. As rightly said by Meghavi, sir, we just felt that we are talking to a friend and a friend is talking to us. Thank you so much. And I sincerely express my gratitude from the HR Milestone family. Whatever you said, sir, right now, of course, there were myths which were bust and certain things which were like eye-popping, jaw-dropping. Okay, these are the things about hair that we don't know and we're supposed to know and we're supposed to take care of. I would like to just give a small introduction of our HR Milestone family, but the platform, what it is. If you can see, sir, the background, you can see the HR symbol logo. That sums up everything about our family. So if you see HR, you can see a downloading arrow. So downloading arrow is the knowledge experience is downloaded from the experienced personnel in the HR fraternity by the youngsters, I mean the students of HR fraternity or the ones who are just budding professionals. So that's the downloading arrow. The necktie which you see, we make the budding professionals corporate ready. We, help them with the enhancement of their skills, their knowledge, competency, so on and so forth. So that is another motto of ours. And you can see the two people shaking hands with each other, people. So we have, we make sure that people from the HR fraternity, they come on this platform, they share knowledge with each other, enhance themselves, grow together with each other. So this is in a nutshell what we at HR Milestone do. And we spread pan India through social media. So we have various, WhatsApp groups and Twitter handles and Instagram and Facebook and to name it, and we're there. So this is what we are trying through HR Milestone, that the fraternity grows as a whole, and people who are experienced, people who have actually, are having immense knowledge about human resource management, human resource experience, they share it with the other people in the fraternity. We all, as a fraternity, we grow. So this is what HR Milestone stands for. So let me just, I feel very happy when I talk about HR Milestone, especially start introducing it to you. I mean, I don't have words to express that. Thank you once again, sir, for your time and accepting our invitation to be here. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Javed, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, dear.
फिर बात करते हैं.
Question.
Yeah.
Just hold on. Yeah. It's a very interesting question, and that's the reason I interrupted. I'm really sorry, Chaturvedi ji. The question is, Javed Habib is a brand for us, and who is brand for Javed Habib himself?
Wow.
मेरे बाल मेरे बाल कोई पता है क्या, आई गिव सो मच एजुकेशन ऑन हेयर, तो मेरे खुद के बाल अच्छे होने चाहिए, तो मेरी जो ब्रांड है वो मेरे बाल ही हैं.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Please take over.
Meghavi, I just lost your voice. Did you address? Hello.
Hello. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just said कि Mr. Chaturvedi, please take over.
Okay.
And
So,
I didn't want to
thank you, Javed ji. Thanks everyone who has joined today. I was traveling. I could reach in time home, so I could join again. I listened the energetic thought. इतना energy इस time पे it's really सीखने जैसी बात है. इस एज में भी मतलब एज तो नहीं कहेंगे.
अभी तो मैं 18 साल का बच्चा हूँ.
आप मुझसे एक दिन बड़े हैं सिर्फ. आप मुझसे एक ही दिन बड़े हैं. So thank you, sir, and thank you everyone joining. And again, we'll see you everyone on Saturday.
Thank you. Enjoy.
Thanks.
Romance, bro. Romance.
Thank you everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.